Aloha from the Ozarks, folks. I have this 16 by 40 garden shed on my lot, and I thought I'd go inside and show it around to you. This is a 16 by 40 garden shed from our Essential series, which means we use LP Smart siding from Louisiana Pacific and LP Smart flooring in our Essential series. Aside from that, we build it exactly the same as our other Signature series buildings. Our walls are 2x4 wall studs that are pressure treated in premium grade lumber. Premium grade, which means you get a prettier grade of lumber. It's a nicer, higher quality grade of lumber. Costs a little bit more to do it, but we provide you with a higher quality building in the process. 16 inches apart is standard on our wall studs. Double studded every 4 feet or every third wall stud. So that's a strong frame up wall, okay? And that's a single 2x4 at the base of the wall. Double 2x4s at the wall caps or wall headers. All of our window frames and door frames are at a minimum double studded. This one happens to be quadruple studded across there, just because of the way it fell on the layout of this building. But they're at a minimum double studded, okay? Every door and every window frame double studded at a minimum. And what that means is that the frames are going to stay square with the building. So after it's brought to you, on transport, there's flex in the building, okay? But once it's brought to your site and set up on concrete blocks and leveled, these frames are going to stay square with the building, and they're going to open and shut freely. The windows are going to open and shut like they were designed to do, and same for the doors, okay? So that's what the importance of the double-studded frames are, all right? So if you're shopping around at other companies, please make sure that you are looking for double-studded door and window frames. I think you should look for double studs at the tops of the walls and double-studded every 4 feet. All right, now, at the tops of the walls, you can probably see a little bit of light peeking through up there. That is because we have a soffit ventilation system that runs the entire side length of this building, side wall, and again on this side, all the way across. That's for superior airflow inside of this building, and that's a Graceland patented exclusive. Other companies don't have this kind of airflow inside their buildings. Graceland has a patent on them. And that air comes in through the soffit vents and it goes out through the screened-in roof ridge vent. Runs the entire peak of the roof. It's screened in to keep out bugs and debris, but it works in conjunction with our soffit vents on the sides to move a whole lot of volume of cubic air, okay? Lots of air gets moved out of this building, and what that means for you is it helps keep it cooler, but it helps get the moisture and humidity out. And that means there's less chance of mold and mildew growth inside the building because we circulate more air just naturally, all right? Now, our roof trusses are 2x4s, just like our wall studs, pressure treated premium grade. And if you'll notice, the base of the roof truss is anchored to our double studded wall caps right here using these metal hurricane screws that are rated for over 800 pounds of tensile strength. So each screw is rated for that. And that's an upgrade from our old metal hurricane clips, which were very, very strong and sturdy, and which was better than what most other companies provided. But now we've upgraded to something that's even twice as strong as our old metal hurricane clips, and that is these metal hurricane screws. Because of that, because of the way we mount our roof trusses and the way we engineer our buildings, we offer a 150-mile-an-hour wind gust engineer certification, okay? Other companies don't necessarily offer that because they don't build to the same quality standards that we do. All right, now the other thing I want you to notice about the roof truss is the base of this truss goes all the way across and rests on the top of the wall where it's anchored. All the way across here, rests on the top of the wall where it's anchored with hurricane screws. Other companies don't do a roof truss like this. They use a smaller base and they put it up higher. And that means you don't get this lateral stability across the building that we have. So we have lateral stability in our floor joists as well as our roof trusses because the roof trusses rest on the tops of the walls and they're anchored in, okay? So other companies just don't provide that. I forgot to mention on the airflow, other companies, they just do a little tiny vent up at the top up there, little plastic rectangle vent right there, and another one on the other end, and that's all they have for ventilation. They move way less air than ours do. Therefore, they can't get the humidity out like ours can, okay? And they won't stay as cool as ours will. Now, in the roof, our standard roofs, all of them have OSB roof decking. That's just standard in the roofing industry. On the outside is the metal. Between the metal and the roof decking is a moisture barrier. It's a tar paper. And then on the inside of this roof, we have the G-board radiant barrier. That looks like that aluminum foil. What that does is it reflects out the sunlight 97% of the sun's radiant heat is reflected out through that barrier. That means it stays about 25 degrees cooler in the hot, humid summertime than a building that does not have the radiant barrier. This one has the radiant barrier. It's definitely an upgrade I recommend to everyone. It's already in this building, okay? Let's see what else. I talked about the roof and walls. Oh, let's talk about the floors. LP Smart flooring is the type of flooring that we use. It's got an impact resistant surface, and then underneath is your LP flooring, which looks a lot like our LP siding, okay? Each of the slabs are tongue and groove, so they're interlocked with one another. Same thing for our wall siding. The slabs are tongue and groove, so they're interlocked, okay? Underneath the floors, and they're 5/8 inches thick. 5/8 inches thick. Same as our siding, okay? Underneath our floors, we have 2x6 floor joists, not 2x4s, but 2x6s. And they are 16 inches apart, 16 inches on center. Just like our wall studs are 16 inches on center, our floor joists run 16 inches on center underneath, okay? That's how we do it all the way down the building. You can order an upgraded heavy duty floor with 12-inch on center floor joists if you would like, but that's for super heavy duty building, okay? Underneath the floor joists, we use 4x6 pressure treated wood runners. They're notched out 1 inch deep. Every place where a floor joist goes, those runners underneath are notched out, and the floor joist sits down inside that notch, which gives a super strong subfloor to the building. No other portable building company that I'm aware of notches out their runners to lock in their floor joists like GRACELAND does, okay? So superior quality build, all right, than just about anybody else that you'll find out there. Now, the pricing is always, I try to keep it up to date on wherever you're watching this video. Just go look at the video description. I should have the most up-to-date pricing there. Also hit my website, which you see on the screen. I should have my most up-to-date pricing there. And I say that too because pricing can change because we have different specials, different discounts available throughout the month. Each month they change out, and sometimes they change out in the middle of the month. So always check my website or the video description to see the latest in pricing, or just call me or text me. My phone number is listed there on the screen, okay? We always offer, additionally to all the discounts, we have a military discount, so thank you to everyone active duty or retired. We appreciate your service. We have a military discount that always applies. Rent to own is an option that's available to everyone, or your cash price. Cash price is always your lowest price, okay? Rent to own is available, and we have it in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, or 6-year monthly payments. 6 years, your lowest monthly payment. There's no credit check, and there's no penalty to pay it off early. Other companies do penalize you to pay off early, but GRACELAND does not. So it's super easy to get into one of these buildings. If you are interested in this particular building or anything else, please reach out to me. You know how to do it. Aloha from the Ozarks.